What's up guys, this is Spooky, and I'm back with another Zenless Zone Zero guide. This one is meant for all you new players of Zenless Zone Zero 2.0 as well as Xbox players, and I'll be including 10 beginner and advanced tips that will help you grow your account. Some tips are world related, while some are combat and equipment related. I also have one very important extra tip for you at the end, so make sure to watch the video all the way through to get my best tips. First off is my tip number 10. Prioritize reaching Interknot level 50. Interknot level is your account level, and below level 50 you get less resources when doing most of your stamina related missions as well as the weekly ones. These include combat simulation, which gives leveling materials, promotion materials, and agent skill chips. There's also the routine cleanup, which gives you drive discs. You can think of those as equipment for your characters. Expert Challenge gives resources you need to upgrade your agent's core skill, which is their most important skill, and related to that is Notorious Hunt, which gives resources you need for your higher level core skills. All of these give less resources the lower your Interknot level. You won't easily get your S rank drive discs either, which are especially important since A rank discs have far less stats and substats. You also won't be able to raise your agents to the max level of 60, which means you won't be able to max out their base stats or core skills, since those are tied to your character's level. Interknot levels will also give you some nice resources, including the stamina batteries. Save as many of those free batteries you get as possible for when you are past Interknot level 50, and can use them for the max amount of resources from the various missions. You can get more Interknot level by completing story missions, both the normal and the hard mode ones. You can also complete side quests that you find in the notification section of Interknot for some good free XP. Tip number 9 is to spend your stamina every day. You get around 240 stamina daily. You can also get 80 stamina from the coffee shop for a total of 320. You get 1 stamina regen every 6 minutes. But once you get to the cap of 240, instead you will only get 1 stamina per 8 minutes. This overflow stamina will be sent to a backup battery that you can use to charge your main stamina. But since the rate is less efficient, try and use your 240 daily stamina so you don't gain stamina at a reduced rate. You also will miss out on that 80 extra stamina from the coffee if you miss a day. The nice part is that if you do happen to miss a day or two, you can take advantage of your backup stamina to help you continue to raise your account. Use this stamina to complete your daily missions, which are worth some Polychromes, as well as Redo Weekly, which also gives polys. Tip number 8 is to explore the cities and talk to your agents. The more you talk to them, the more you will build up their trust with you. Higher agent trust will give you free stuff, such as achievement Polychromes and leveling resources. They will also occasionally give you side quests to do that are worth Interknot XP and more. On the same token, check out the Officer Mew Mew quests, which are also good for resources, and get HIA coins for the Sage in a Barrel, who will also give you free goodies. You can find out which agents want to talk to you on the map screen. If you want to maximize talking to agents each day, you can use time selection on the main screen to move time forward, or head to the next day and refresh which agents are asking for your help. Tip number 7 is to always use 1 4-piece and 1 2-piece disk drive set for your agents. Disk drives are your character's basic equipment, and there are 6 slots. Disk 1, 2, and 3 always have the same main stat, while 4, 5, and 6 have varying stats. When you combine a set into 4 pieces, you will get that set's maximum bonus for your character, which is just as important as the stats the disc itself gives. The 4-piece bonuses are always better than the 2-piece bonus, so it's almost always worse to wear 3 2-piece sets. If you want advice on which 4-piece and 2-piece sets to use for your character, you can check the disc recommendations, which is not a bad start. But even better is a resource like predwin.gg, which lists lots of disk drive, W engine, and skill recommendations for your characters. Tip number 6 is also related to disk drives, and that's to never use your red master copies to make A rank discs. You'll be getting quite a few of these red master copies as you play and do various missions such as Hollow Zero, Notorious Hunt, and Shield Defense. But instead of using these to make subpar A rank drive discs, you can convert them in your inventory to gold master copies. Gold copies will let you make the superior S rank discs from Elfie at the Bardic Needle, and having good S rank discs early on will help you improve the power of your characters. Now, before we get into my top 5 tips, I want to talk to you about today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by LD Shop, the makers of LD Player. LDShop.gg lets you save up to 29% on Zenless Zone Zero Polychromes, Interknot membership, and other shop goods. It's a safe and reliable way to top up at a discount. You don't need to give any personal information, just your server and game ID. You can also receive your first top-up double bonus and purchase unique packages as they become available in the shop. Here's an example of me using LD Shop to grab 3 months of Interknot membership. After putting in my server and user ID, I can quickly complete my purchase. Within 1 minute, the 900 monochromes, 300 for each month, were delivered to my account, and you can see on my calendar that 90 additional days of daily rewards were delivered. If you use the link in the description and comments of this video, you can receive additional discounts such as a 15% off coupon, which lets you save up to $50 on top of the low prices. Also, if you spend over $80, you can become a part of their VIP system, which gives free Interknot membership. Tip number 5 is to build teams based on their abilities and quick assist. Each agent has one additional ability, but it will not activate unless you have the right style of teammate along with them. Additional abilities are often quite powerful, adding to what that agent can do or powering them up in some way. You can tell if your agent has their additional ability active on the agent select screen. They will have a smile if their ability is working, or a passive look like this if their ability is not active. Many agents, especially supports and defense agents, will have a quick assist skill. It's very important you order your teams correctly so that your supports quick assist to your DPS agents rather than your stunners or defense types. Most agents, like Lucy, will tag to the next person in the character list. But some characters, like Pulchra and Seth, actually tag to the person before them on the list. Make sure to build your team correctly for optimal rotations on the enemy. Tip number 4 is an advanced tip on using defensive assist. Using these defensive assists in general is a good way to protect your DPS agents while dealing significant stun or daze to the enemy. But have you noticed that some enemies will not allow you to follow up after your assist? When you see this gray effect on your agent, you can tag to another agent, parrying the next in their series of attacks. This will cost you more assist points, but often can do significant daze and even impair these enemies, letting you eventually use your assist follow-up for lots of damage. Take advantage of this mechanic to do the most damage you could possibly do on these tougher enemies. Tip number 3 is to learn the mechanics of the tougher enemies in-game. Especially in Shield Defense and Deadly Assault, some enemies like Rampant Brute here and Tepes will have special mechanics. As an example, the Rampant Brute gives himself a special power-up that is electric based. Inflicting an anomaly on him will remove his buff and also stun him for a short period of time, making him easier to deal with. Tepes has this series of attacks you can defensive assist. Block enough times to impair his spiked hammers, making him take increased damage and daze. Master these mechanics for optimal shield defense times as well as higher scores in Deadly Assault. Tip number 2 is to pay attention to available achievements. I know it can be quite overwhelming at first as there are so many different ones, but these are free ways to get Polychromes for your account, and some of these achievements are quite easy to do. The more Polychromes you receive, the more pulls you will be able to do on each limited banner, giving you more chances to pull for your favorite agents. This especially goes for the Outpost and Hollow Zero, where you get a special 80 Polychrome bonus after reaching certain milestones. My number 1 tip for you is to use training mode. Training constantly in the VR is a good way to work on optimizing your teams, their W engine builds, and their drive discs. I like to set up special training mode rotations against Guardian Mark II or Dullahan to improve my team's synergy. You can even give yourself infinite energy or decibels to experiment with the flow of your rotations on complicated characters like Harumasa. The tactics section of the menu also has lots of small training missions you can do that are worth Polychromes, so take advantage of them while learning more about the game's mechanics. Alright, I also have one extra important tip for you, which is to never spend Polychromes on anything but encrypted master tapes in the Signal shop. It might be tempting to use all the new polys you're getting for your various missions to go for the regular master tapes, especially when you're close to your first 50 pull bonus or when you're approaching the 300 mark, which gives you a special S-rank selector. But the S-rank agents you receive on the standard banner are usually much worse than the special agents you will get from the event banners. Hold strong and make the most out of your Polychromes by always pulling for the event agents. You'll get plenty of regular master tapes each week doing your basic missions and Hollow Zero. These were my beginner and advanced tips for you in Zenless Zone Zero. I hope that it will help you new ZZZ 2.0 players as well as Xbox players get the most out of your account. Follow the channel if you enjoyed it, and please let me know if there are any other guides you would like to see. Have a beautiful day, everyone.